tired and I'm hungry. I need to go cook something. No, that's the shower. The owner of the property asked me to make sure that the faucets were running and stuff so they don't freeze. The shower is actually not even like on that much at all. Like I barely turn it on, and it's just like I could have it just go through like the faucet, but then the pipe, I don't want to risk the chance of the shower pipe freezing. Plus, like, it sounds really relaxing. It's in the shower. It's in the bathroom. It's not snowing right now. It snowed pretty much all day yesterday and this morning. I'm gonna guess like 3 to 4 inches of snow. Listen, as soon as I can get a job, trust me, you will be the first to know. It's just not going to happen this exact moment. As soon as I'm able to make it happen, I'm going to make it happen, but it's not happening right now. Whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, it's not happening. Do I ever get lonely? Not really. I mean, I like connecting with people and I like having friends when I have them, but most people don't. Most people that come into my life are always temporary. So I struggle with abandonment issues, and it's not as bad as it used to be. Because now I'm like, if you come into my life and you decide to leave my life, whatever. Then you're just not meant to be in my life. It is what it is. Sometimes it hurts, but I really don't care. I'm comfortable with myself. I'm good with myself. Over the course of 7 years of being single, and within like the last 2, 3, I'm going to say 3 years of consistently being by myself, like I've adapted to it. I'm good. Because now, if I'm ever surrounded by people that just like don't match my energy, like it's obvious. I'm actually really funny and I'm really entertaining, and there's a whole fucking bundle of like, there's so much more to me. And like, you guys don't get to really see a lot of it. Not yet. I'm trying to show you guys a little bit. But no, I don't really get lonely. Cause like I don't really like people touching me. I'm actually very big on like physical touch, but I don't really like people touching me. If I allow people to touch me, if I'm okay with people touching me, like there's a reason behind it. It's because like I feel safe with that person in some way, or like I feel comfortable with them touching me. Most people I don't like touching me. Um, I think Sam found out the hard way, which I felt really bad about. But I just it bothers me. I don't like people touching me. I hate it. So like in that sense, like doesn't bother me. Being around people, mm, like I don't mind socializing with people, but like I don't know. I'm good with me. I got my fluffies, and I think I'm really good company. I don't know. Does that like answer your question? Yeah, I occasionally, I mean, if I get pushed to that point where I feel like in order to, if it gets to that point where I feel like as a coping mechanism, I need to emotionally shut down, like, yeah, that happens. No, Sam found out the hard way, because like I tried to be appreciative. Like, well, I was appreciative, but I was trying to show that I was appreciative when he helped me get into the Airbnb. So like, I tried to hug him, which again, like I'm not really huge on like hugging people or people hugging me or like people touching me. Um, like I prefer for people to like ask me first because it makes me really really uncomfortable. But he would joke with me, and he was just being playful, and he was just being playful, but he would just like do this, like things like this, where he would just like touch me, like touch my hands, or like tap my shoulder or whatever, and that would trigger the shit out of me. Like it would piss me off so bad, like so bad, like it would just like instantly. I'm just like, and I wouldn't say anything. I would just like sometimes I would look at him, but he would just be like, "Oh, right, you don't like being touched, my bad." And he would just try to make a joke out of it, and he was trying to be funny, and he was trying to be playful, and I get it, but I don't like it. Like you can joke with me in other ways, don't touch me. Like respectfully, just don't touch me. I don't want you touching me. I don't like people touching me. Not anything personal. I don't like being touched. Um, I'm very very. I like being touched by selective people, and there's a reason behind it. Most people, I'm not a huge fan of people touching me. So yeah. Um, there was one night where I was going on a rant, and I was already in a very triggered mood. And I was like, God, like I just want to get pissed off. Like I'm da 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 da. And he was like, Great, get pissed off. Da 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 da. And I was like I've been sitting here like going off on like a little angry tangent for God knows how long now, and now you want to like encourage me to continue being angry and pissed off. Like that's just gonna piss me off more because I'm not trying to be pissed off. Like I'm trying to do the opposite, and like you're making dumbass comments. Like you're making dumbass comments that like aren't being helpful. Like you're pissing me off more. And then I just got to a point where like he he did the like the little And he knew that I didn't like being touched. And I finally just like snapped. And I was like, yo, like, I'm dealing with this. I'm dealing with this. I'm triggered by this. I'm pissed off about this. I'm da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, and I'm like, I'm expressing these things and I'm explaining these things and you're trying to make a joke out of it. And I'm not in a joking mood right now. And you're trying to be funny. And I appreciate you trying to like change my mood, but you're doing the opposite. Not just that, but I'm like, the touching. And I'm just like, you're constantly touching me. And I'm like, I don't fucking like to be touched. And then he made a smart ass comment. And I looked at him and I was like, really? You're going to be a fucking smart ass right now? And he was like, yeah, I was being a smart ass. Great catch though. And that pissed me off so bad. And there was like an empty water bottle sitting in front of me. And I was like, yo, it's shit like that. I was like, you think you're being funny? And I'm like, you're not connecting the dots that like I'm not having a good time at this exact moment. And you're literally like pressing every button you can to get a reaction. And now you're royally pissing me off. Like you're literally not sensing any of my social cues. Like I'm really, really pissed off right now. And you're just continuing to poke. And you're just like, it's okay. I'm joking when I'm clearly not joking whatsoever. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm just like, bam, like in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? And I like looked at him and I was just like, it's shit like that. I'm like, you already see that I'm upset. You already see that I'm angry. Like you already see, and I'm telling you the things that are going on that are bothering me. And then you're doing things that you think are funny that I'm not finding funny. They're incredibly triggering. And it's just like, none of this is okay. Like these things are bothering me and these things that are happening are making me uncomfortable. And I'm not okay with it. And you're continuing to try to make a joke out of it. And I'm like, it's shit like that. And I was just like, bam. And I smacked the water bottle. It was empty. And it went flying into this room. And he was like, whoa. And I was like, I'm done. I'm like, I'm clearly angry. I'm clearly not okay. I'm trying to express to you how I'm feeling and why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. And you're making jokes out of it and it's making it worse. And now I've hit the point where like, it is taking every nerve in my body to not throw my phone against the fucking wall. So I'm like, I'm not okay right now. Now I'm really pissed off, like 10 times levels higher than I just was 5 seconds ago. Because you're trying to joke about something that I'm not joking about. And you're not taking me seriously. So I'm like, I'm not okay. I'm pissed off. You need to fucking leave. Like, I need you to leave. Because I'm not okay right now. And he was like, okay. And he like got up and he walked out. Like 2 days went by and I texted him and I was like, hey, like if I overreacted, I'm really sorry. Like I didn't mean to react that way. Like I completely apologized. I waited like 2 days. And then the second day, I texted him and I was like, hey, like, I really do appreciate you. I do appreciate your friendship. And if I came across, like, rude or out of line at all, like, I didn't mean to do that. I was not okay. And you were doing things that made it worse. And you weren't getting it. And I'm like, I was not okay. So I was like, I'm really sorry if it came across in some way or another. And he was like, no, it's all good. I understand. But after that moment, like he took that, like after like that little argument, like now he doesn't like try to touch me anymore. Like now he's realized that it's not just something that I just say that I don't like. Like he genuinely saw that like there were certain things that he was doing that were triggering the shit out of me. And he saw what happened when you continue to try to trigger me. Like, I get pissed, and he saw me pissed, and I don't think that he liked it. And it wasn't even that bad. Like, for me, that wasn't that bad. That was incredibly controlled. But I don't want to get any worse than that. Like, that's literally, like, as bad as it typically gets. It's just, like, I get pissed off, and I pretty much just, like, sit with it. Or people kind of get it. He wasn't getting it. I don't like people touching me. If I say don't touch me, don't fucking touch me. If I say I don't like something, don't fucking do it. Because, like, to you, you think it's funny. You think that it's a joke. Like, you think that you're giving me a hard time in a joking way. And for me, you're triggering me in the worst ways. And it's not a joke to me. There are some things, like, I have a sense of humor and I'm able to joke about things and I take things lightheartedly. But there are certain things that I don't take lightheartedly. And, like, I've experienced different forms of essay abuse. And the last time that it happened to me was probably one of the second to worst times that I've ever experienced it. And that has changed my life so bad. Like, I was selective on people touching me before. I wasn't a huge fan of people touching me before, but, like, as a stripper, I was kind of just like, whatever, like, it is what it is. And I just tried to, like, ignore that, like, warning sign in my head that told me that I didn't like being touched, but I ignored it. And I also didn't experience that level of trauma at that point. And then there was a point where something happened to me that there was a moment where I didn't listen to my gut. I ignored my gut. I ended up in a very vulnerable, very bad position. And there were some people that took advantage of the position that I was in. And I had zero control over anything. And then the next day after the shit happened, they smiled in my face and admitted to me what they did. And before something happened, they tried turning it into a joke. As if, like, me experiencing the essay abuse was a complete joke. Like, it was funny. So, I don't like being touched for a very traumatic reason. And so, like, anytime that anyone touches me now, when I don't give them any sort of consent to even, like, it doesn't even have to be sexual at all. It's literally like touching me at all. My shoulder, my hand. Don't connect your hand to any part of my body whatsoever unless I say yes. Unless I give you the consent to put your hands on me, don't fucking do it. Because, like, it makes me feel like where someone touches me, like, even my hand, it could be my hand, it could be my shoulder, it feels like my insides are on fire. Like, it makes me extraordinarily uncomfortable to be touched. Especially, like, when I don't say that I'm okay with being touched. Hugs, anything. I did not know him prior to him helping me, no. I did not know him at all before he helped me. I knew him within 3 days of him helping me. I ran into him at the park. One of my bags fell off my shopping cart and I didn't notice. I don't know how I didn't notice. I was just focused. And he was like, hey, is this your bag? And I turn around and my bag was sitting there. And I was like, oh shit, yeah. I don't know how the fuck I didn't see that, but thanks. And then I said thank you, asked him his name. Was like, thanks, Sam. Like, I really do appreciate you pointing that out for me because most people wouldn't do that. So I appreciate it. And then we went our separate ways. And then I kept walking. My bag actually fell off my cart again, and I kept walking, and I reached a point where I stopped, and I looked down, and my bag, the same bag, had fallen off my cart again. And I had actually walked past some people, and no one pointed it out. And then I parked my cart over by, like, a bike rack, and then I took off, like, jogging up the road, and I found my bag. But no one else pointed it out to me. So, like, I grabbed my bag, and the bag had all of my toiletries in it, like baby wipes and, like, anything for my bathroom, like, was in that bag. So I didn't want to lose it. He showed up again the next day after that with like doggy shoes for Kita and Bubbles and like a little jacket for Bubbles. Um, the third day, um, the third day was when he had come across my live and saw that I was having a breakdown, and he showed up and he was like, "Hey, I saw your live. I see that you're struggling. I want to help." And he's like, "You don't have a reason to trust me, da 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 da, but like I'm gonna get you an Airbnb if you would like." And he's like, "You can like have it all to yourself. I don't have to stay with you. Whatever. Like I don't like that you're out here, whatever." And so it was just like reached a point where I was like, I'm open minded to it, but I don't know. Anyway, he left, he set it all up, came back, and he's like, "However you want to do this," he's like, "you can walk to the place. We can load everything from the shopping cart up into my car and I can drive you there, like whatever you're comfortable with, whatever." Um, Now, going back to the first day that I saw him was the bag thing. That was the first time. So I guess technically I saw him 4 times. I saw him twice in one day and then 2 days after. Um, the first day that he saw me was the shopping cart, where my bag fell off the shopping cart. I was actually on my way to go to the grocery store when I was walking. And I walked to the grocery store, and as I was walking into the grocery store, he was walking out of the grocery store. And when he was walking out, he was like, "Hey, here's a little bit of money. Like it's not a lot. It's like $40, but like I figured that you might need it more than me." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Here's $40. You should take it." And I was like, "Why?" I literally looked at him and I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Because like I think that you need it more than me, and I want you to have it." And I was like, "No, I'm good. Like you don't have to do that for me." And he's like, "No, really. Like I insist that you take it." Like I think I sat there for a good solid minutes, and I was like, "No, like it's fine. I'm good. I don't want it." And he was like, "Listen, like I would be bothered if you didn't take it." So he's like, "I need you to like say yes. Like I think that you need it." And then I was like, "Okay." I took it, put it in my pocket, and I was like, "Okay, so weird. Like I just saw this dude at the walking through the park, and now I'm seeing him again at the store. Like that's weird, but whatever. Maybe there's a reason behind it." And then I was doing my grocery shopping, and he actually came back and found me in the store and gave me a little piece of envelope paper with his phone number on it. And he's like, "If you need anything at all, literally anything," he's like, "just reach out to me." I never used his number. Um, I didn't put his number in my phone. I didn't even open the little piece of paper that he gave me. Nothing. Um, and then he showed up 2 days later and offered to help me get into an Airbnb. And that day was the day that I was like, "Hey, give me your number and I'll put your number in my phone because I don't know what a piece of paper is." But I was like, "If you're willing to do this for me, like, I don't know, maybe you're actually a decent person." So no, I did not know Sam before he helped me. That's as much as I knew him or knew of him, either before he helped me or during the time that he chose to help me. Like, you said you were making food like 30 minutes ago. What the hell? You want nummies? Should we go? Do you want to go get nummies? Okay. 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 Okay, I'm going. Okay. I mean, I talk when I feel like it. I cannot talk. But I also know that there were rumors going around from all the hateful posts from the hateful pages that I had allegedly known Sam the entire time before I was homeless and that the whole homeless thing was a scam. None of that's true. None of that's true. I would never pretend to be in that position. That's fucked up. That's like people pretending to be mentally ill and putting themselves in like a wheelchair. It can be really funny as like a joke, but like realistically, this shit's not funny. Like that's really screwed up. So I would never do that. Hi, mamas. Hi. Hello, mama. Good girl, Queen. What are you doing? Right now? Okay. Give me like 2 seconds, okay? job. Good girl, Mommy. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you. You can use that book. No. No, it's not my house. Mushrooms, garlic, and artichokes. And then I have kale, I have turkey meat, and then white cheddar cheese and feta cheese. So I'm going to saute the mushrooms, garlic, and artichokes. Add the turkey. Once all of that is browned and sauteed, then I'm going to add the kale, put cream over it, and then at the end add the feta and the white cheddar. I would do like, I don't know, meatballs or something fun or whatever, but I have this much meat left in this one, and I don't want to open the other one yet. Maybe at some point I can come up with a way to either use my phone. I'm gonna assume my phone of like figuring out how to maneuver my phone so you guys can actually like see from the up to the down. If that makes any sense. The up to the down. You've never had an artichoke, you're missing out. I agree. I don't have a way of doing that right now. I don't know. These artichokes were already like these artichoke hearts were already taken from the artichoke and like chopped up into like really fine pieces with seasoning already. If you're dealing with a fresh artichoke, it's different because like you got to boil it in water and stuff. But how long do you boil an artichoke?
Steaming is the most popular cooking method, and usually takes 20 to 40 minutes, depending on the size. Alternatively, you can bake artichokes for 40 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 177 degrees Celsius. Keep in mind that both the leaves and the heart can be eaten. This answer is from healthline.com. To $75.
So it goes through the FBI that levels it up even more.
Because, like, I'll pay for my own bed and stuff. I just need a thing to put it on. Also, one flossy, like months.
I've never had one of those fruits. I have answered the question of the Airbnb multiple times in the past couple days, and it really hasn't made much of a difference. So unless you're willing on helping, I'm not answering that question. Because why? No, it's all good. I was on yesterday. "100% a scammer will block words that don't want it commented, like job. If that doesn't make the donors up next, she will block the other words that reference a job. Sorry, lazy ass chick." Yeah, it was one of the mods that made the word job a word that filters out, because a lot of people keep mentioning job, and I'm assuming that a lot of people keep mentioning to the point that, like, not only am I getting triggered, but I'm assuming that my mods are getting triggered. This shit doesn't stop. That's why I don't go on here. It's just stupid. None of it's even true. Maybe if you actually gave me a chance to actually prove, like, what I'm saying is fucking real. Like, you're expecting me to say something, and then you're expecting, like, overnight for me to somehow prove everything that I'm saying. I can only say so much, and I can only prove so much that I'm saying at the current moment. Like, everything that I've already said that I'm going to do, like, I can't do at this exact moment. But when the time is right, I will make all the things happen. Like I said, you can take the chance and make the choice to believe me and to be willing to help me and watch me stick to what I say I'm going to do, or not. Like, I've explained it a handful of times of my situation and why it is the way that it is. Whether or not you choose to believe me is on you. But you want me to keep explaining the same thing over and over again. As if, like, my explanation is going to change. That's weird. That's weird shit. If you are interested in donating, the last official day that I need all of the donations to go through is the 29th. If you can donate whatever you can, whatever you feel comfortable with, before the 29th, it is super appreciated. I would really appreciate it if you guys wouldn't wait till the 29th to donate. If you choose to do that, that's your choice. But before the 29th is kind of the goal. The 29th is like the very last day. Because whether or not I receive donations or not will determine whether or not I have a roof to stay under or I end up going back outside. Which, if I go back outside, I'm fucked. I really wish. If I end up back outside, I'm going to be devastated. Not just that, but like, it's really fucking cold outside. And I think before I had the survival mentality that like, no matter what, I was going to make it through it. And I was more prepared. I was more prepared before. A month of staying inside and then having to face the choice that I'm going to end up going back outside. Not great. It's not great. Tanya, why did you have to make another account? What's wrong with your last account? I am for the current moment. In a couple days, I might be going back outside. At this rate. Like, I'm 100% serious. Like, it's not a joke. If I was short like a little bit, I would probably share that number. But I'm short completely. Because for whatever reason, nobody wants to help me. And no one wants to tell me why they don't want to help me. It's fine. I have managed to figure everything out on my own one way or another. I will do it again. It's cool. I find it interesting that other creators don't seem to get attacked and get hated on, and there's people that have actually admitted to TikTok being their job, and like they're getting supported, and people are sending them gifts and doing things for them, and I'm homeless and just trying to not end up on the street, and I'm getting ridiculous amounts of hate, and that's fucking wild to me. Like, what is it because I'm not a man? If I was a man, like, would it make a difference? You're probably going to tell me no. I don't believe it. It's okay, though. It's totally fine. That was a joke. Relax. I wasn't being serious. It's a half-hearted joke. Relax. Thank you, Erin. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Tammy. Well, because you announced that, Tammy, don't be surprised if someone decides to message you and talk shit about me. So if you decide to donate, I would recommend that you not announce it in the chat. If you want to, that's your choice, but these people are so ruthlessly, like they're so ruthless. They messaged Sam like they were reporters asking questions, and did the same thing to my sister. Like they're reaching out to people asking questions, and it's weird shit. So to anyone that is helping me, they're going to try to prevent you guys from wanting to help me. Which, again, hey, you're homeless and trying to get your life together. How can we prevent you from getting your life together? How can we make it to where you end up back on the street? But then also to make it to where someone ends up back on the street and then to celebrate about that is fucking ridiculous. Like, how would that conversation go? How would that celebration go? Like, yeah, high five, bud. That bitch is back on the street. That's something to be proud about? Like, that's how I imagine the conversation would go. It's like, yeah, like, she's back on the street. Yeah, let's celebrate sabotaging someone in, like, one of the worst ways that you can. Fantastic. Love that for you. What a great person. It's disgusting. Sauteed mushrooms, garlic, butter, kale, cream, and cheese. So good. Sabrina, are you saying like that's how you think the conversation would go? I feel like I found that account and I blocked it. Sam messaged me about an account. It's called All41. It's ALL, the number 4, and ONE. I guess they were live streaming my live on their account. There was some kind of post. Be kind and stay radiant. Period. Let me double check and make sure that I blocked that account.
Okay, so I picked up a Hobonichi at 10:30 in the morning.
I understood the assignment. Did the assigner of the assignment understood who they were assigning the assignment to? You have to ask the assigner on that one. Personally, I don't think they did any research. I understood the assignment.
Like, why do you care if I'm engaging in the chat? Why do you give a shit? Like, why does it bother you so fucking bad?
Personally, I don't think they did any research. I understood the assignment. Did the assigner of the assignment?
Like, you people have nothing better to do than to fucking... You people have nothing better to do than to freaking harass me? No. That's not the only one. Hate, harassment, bullying, report, fantastic. The next one, this one, report, bully and harassment, report. So if you guys see any of these, if you guys see any of my videos being recorded or being reposted somewhere, respectfully, can you please report them? And if it asks like what to report it, just say bullying, because it's bullying and harassment. I don't even know who the fuck this chick is. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. A little bit of everything, married mom of four. You're a mom of four? You have a mom of, you're a mom of four, but you're taking pride in. It's pages like this where like they go on and they go and collect information from other people and they make these really nasty posts. I'm a mom of four. Congratulations, you're a really hateful person. Like, if you're a mom, aren't you supposed to be like, have like some sort of like kind bone in your body or something? I've worked my ass off to create my content. No, they don't. I've been on TikTok consistently for a couple years. Before I went to college, actually. I've had TikTok before I went to college. I'm not 100% sure on why people are following me. I don't know what their interest is, other than I'm assuming that people want to follow me for a positive reason, which, like, it's kind of the goal. I know that there's some people that are following me because they want to watch me. There's some people that everyone has their different reasons for why they're following me. But I haven't made any shortcuts in order to get to where I'm at on social media. That all happened organically. And it's funny to me that there's people like this that want to attack people like me and call me lazy and talk shit about me. But like, you're literally connecting, you're collecting content from other people's profiles, posting it on your own profile, and you're trying to use other people's names who have a decent following to gain your own personal clout. And you want to gain clout by being hateful to people. Yeah. Right. I'm like mentally glitching out at the fact that it makes no sense. This is why I don't like. Me and Sam had a conversation about reality TV the other day. Sam loves reality TV. I hate reality TV because I watch the people on the shows and they drive me bonkers because I sit there and I watch the things that they say and I watch the things that they do and I'm just like, I feel so rage baited because like I mentally cannot comprehend why people do some of the things that they do sometimes. To me, I can't comprehend it. It doesn't make sense to me. Reality TV is supposed to be like entertaining. It pisses me off. It triggers me so bad because I don't get it. I don't understand how people can watch reality TV and like get excitement out of it.
Offices. Hi, Jamie here with 3 common mistakes that are killing your reach. Good morning, everyone. We are.
Well, I don't see any other videos.
10:30 in the morning. Good morning. And I were sitting up in our bathroom and trying. Just have one of those days.
Well, I blocked more haters. So, a couple haters down. It's like 2 less haters that I have to worry about. God knows how many there are, but at least there's 2 less that I have to worry about. Nah, this shit's fucking sus. This is so sus. First, there was someone that popped up claiming to be Tanya Cassidy, claiming to be Tanya. And then there's another account that just popped up, Sister of the Moon. This is me, Tanya. I just changed my name on TikTok. TikTok is slow. Nah. No. Block. That's bullshit. If that's Tanya, I feel really bad for her. But I don't trust it. Wait. No, she did. I have to unblock her. That actually might be Tanya. I'm just a little confused as to... I'm confused as to like what happened to her last account. It's sus to me. I'm not into politics. I mean, I feel like I've been pretty much eating the same stuff, just like I modify it a little. This is sauteed mushrooms. Sauteed mushrooms in butter. I sauteed mushrooms in butter with garlic. And once they started getting kind of brown, I added turkey meat. And then once that got brown, then I added kale with heavy cream. Not a lot, just like a little bit to cover the bottom. And you let it cook. And when the kale is cooked, then you remove it and you put cheese on it. Then it melts and it's yummy. Mm-hmm. You can confirm that's Tanya? Okay. What happened to her last account? What do you write about? I would appreciate it. Aaron, what are you talking about? No. Yes. See, like, I don't understand that. Why do you guys keep asking, like, how long my stays are when, like, you're not trying to help? Like, see, it's one thing if you, like, ask with the intent of, like, to follow it up with, like, okay, like, here, I'll help. No, you're just like, hey, how long are you staying there? Cool, great, mental note. Got it. Oh, hey, how long is your stay? Like, when do you leave? What are you doing? Like, if there's no actual point behind the question that you're asking, why are you asking? Like, what? Like, gotcha. Okay. Like, that's weird. Like, someone found my location, and now you're like, hey, when are you leaving? How long are you there for? That's so fucking weird. Like, how about you fuck off with my location? I hate saying it like that, but like, leave me alone about my location. Like, what's the point of keeping tabs on me, like, without being weird? Like, what's the point other than to prove that you can figure out where I'm located? Like, duh, stalking. Like that's not a flex. Like that's not something to brag about. That's not cute. It's not funny. It's creepy. It's weird. And it's wrong. Like I'm not out here stalking people and looking through their fucking windows and then messaging people that they know being like, "Hey, I just like showed up at your daughter's place and looked through her fucking window and like saw her in the shower naked." Like, I'm not going to reveal her location, but just so you know, I know where she's at and I know what she's doing right now. Like, what am I in some fucking Scream movie where like someone's gonna call me and like Scream's gonna be like, heh heh. It's weird. It's weird. And nobody believed me when I said that I was being gang stalked. Nobody fucking believed me. And I'm just like, yo. If you don't believe me now, I don't know. I got nothing. If you don't believe me after all of this, the world is fucking doomed. My life is doomed. The world is doomed. We're all fucked. Because how? Like, I hate to break it to you weirdos, I'm not going back to the club. Okay? Let's be very clear about that. I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to be in contact, connected with anybody that is connected to the club or the club at all. Like, everything that is involved with the club environment and the people, snip, snip, like, I'm done. I'm out. I'm good. Like, never, ever again. You chose to treat me how you treated me. You chose to act how you acted. That was your choice. My choice is saying, I didn't deserve that shit. I did nothing to you to deserve that shit. I will never, ever go back there again. Ever. Ever. No offense to anyone who... I'm not trying to degrade anybody that's been through abuse, but anybody who accepts abuse, recognizes the abuse, has an opportunity to leave the situation no matter how hard it is, and chooses to either go back to abuse or chooses to stay with someone who's abusive, I'm sorry, you can't cry about how miserable you are and the shit that you're going through if you're willing to keep yourself in the environment with those people who are abusive. That's a mental choice that you're making. I recognized it, I saw it, and it got so bad to the point where I no longer had funds to survive and went homeless. I consistently kept showing up to work. I spent the funds that I had on Uber to get to and from work for free. And all of the guys that were at the club knew exactly what they were doing. Everyone knew what they were fucking doing when they were doing what they were doing. You made the choices to treat me the way you treated me. Now you can sit in that, because I will no longer catch myself at a club for any reason whatsoever. I will never go to a strip club again. I will never be around a strip club, and I will never connect myself with the people who I knew from the club at all, in any way, shape, or form. Like, I'm done. If you push me to the point where I have to walk away and I have to tell you to go fuck yourself, and I have to walk away, and I say that I'm done, like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, there's no fixing it. There's no apology that's going to fix that. There's nothing that is going to fix the shit that happened. You did what you did. That shit's in the past. I learned from it, and I chose to say that's not good for me. I'm not okay with it, so I'm going to leave it. I'm so over it. I am reading the chat. Like, this whole thing, like, everyone thinks that this whole thing is just, like, about me begging for money and not wanting to work and wanting to be lazy and lying to you guys. First off, I'm not lying about anything. If anything, I'm overly honest. 1, 2, this isn't just about not being homeless. It's about getting my life back and completely disconnecting from anyone or anything that was abusive or toxic to my life. Like, it's so much bigger than me just sitting here being like, hey guys, like, can you help me not be homeless? Like, hey guys, can you like help me and support me? Like, it's so much more than that. It's not just about me not being homeless. It's not just about helping me get back on my feet. It's about helping me get on my feet and helping me get to a point where I can escape and get the fuck away from people who can't seem to not stalk me, who can't seem to leave me the fuck alone, who don't seem to want to respect my boundaries, and who have very ill intent of harming me. I'm sorry, but you can Google and research any sort of FBI research connected to psychopaths, and psychologically, stalking is silent murder. Silent is stalking, MURDER. I was gang stalked so severely, I no longer got paid. I was stalked and harassed so severely, I was scared for my life and I was paranoid. I was so stalked and harassed so severely, I lost my bank account, I was sent a fraudulent check, lost everything and went homeless. I was gang stalked so severely and harassed so heavily that now the shit has now transferred to the internet, and now there's a whole group of people that have now brought it to the internet. At what point did it stop? And I think that it's funny, not hee, but funny in the sense that, like, it's interesting because, like, I literally told you guys that this is all the shit that I was experiencing while I was homeless, and everyone told me that I was crazy, and no one fucking believed me. And now all of this shit's happening, and it's like, I was telling the truth the whole fucking time. I have been telling the truth the whole time. And I just want to get the fuck away from abusive people. And I can't do it! Because people don't understand the word no. They don't understand what the word fuck off means. They don't understand no. They don't understand boundaries. Like, what's not clicking to you, Steven? What's not clicking to you, Steven? It is Vicks. I like putting Vicks as chapstick. I like using Vicks as chapstick. I use it for my nose. When it's cold out, my nose gets chapped, but I like using it for chapstick. I like it better than chapstick. And it lasts longer than chapstick. Oh, I love that. You've told me not to what? Actually, it can't. Your nose gets chapped. What do you typically use? Vicks. If your nose gets chapped and you put Vicks on it, it's to help moisturize your nose. If it's going to moisturize your nose, why would it not moisturize your lips? Petroleum jelly. You're thinking of petroleum jelly. It's not Vicks. I don't use petroleum jelly because it's flammable and it's basically gasoline in jelly form. Why the fuck would you put that on your skin? I do research on products before I use them. Vicks actually has a lot of benefits. It's petroleum jelly that dries your skin out and dehydrates your skin. It's not Vicks. It's supposed to help open up airways, yes, but it's supposed to moisturize your nose too. And if it moisturizes your nose when it's chapped, it's going to moisturize your lips too. It's the same thing. I don't mind the taste of Vicks. I taste the menthol just a little bit. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. And it's not toxic. You really want to have a debate about Vicks? It really bothers you that bad that I use it as chapstick? Well, I don't give a fuck what Google says. Can't believe you want to debate me over fucking Vicks. Seriously? Jesus, fix it. I mean, by all means, you want to fight me over Vicks, I guess. But the difference between Vicks and normal petroleum jelly is it has essential oils in it, which petroleum jelly doesn't have essential oils in it. There's actual health benefits, skin benefits for the essential oils that's in Vicks. Oh. Mmm. Amazing. I'll fight you. My lips are kind of small, but they're voluptuously juicy. So eat it. I wouldn't use Vicks as lube either. Listen, your body, you're saying, oh, it's only used for external use. Your body is absorbing the ingredients, whether it's on my mouth or it's on my skin. My body is absorbing it after it goes onto my body. If I had any sort of negative effects to having it on my lips, I wouldn't be using it. Well, that depends on you guys, because I would really like to do some yoga. I'd really like to do like some little workouts. But if I'm on the verge of ending up in the snow becoming an Eskimo, that's not really where my mind is. So if you guys want to help ease my mind, so like for the next few days that I'm here, like we can have fun and like I don't have to like, my goal, it would be so amazing if I could come on live and hang out with you guys and just focus on you guys, and not one single time inside of my live, not one single time I have to mention anything about my link in my bio. I don't have to mention anything about my Cash App. Like, I don't want to talk about that. I have done it consistently the entire time that I've been here. No one's done much about it. That's fine. But all I'm saying is I'm at the deadline where, like, my brain is like survival mode. Like, what do I need to pack? What do I need to do? What do I need to prepare? Like, my brain is going into survival mode of what I need to do to prepare myself. So I wasn't even sure if I was even going to go on live the next few days because, like, I currently do not have the funding to get another Airbnb. I don't have the funding to get a hotel. I don't have the funding for a roof. I don't have funding for an Uber. Like, I don't got shit. So if you guys would be so incredibly gracious and so damn kind to go to my link in my bio, click the link tree, and donate to one of the options that is there, that would be so fantastically appreciated, and it would be so amazing. And then moving forward for the next few days that I'm here, maybe, just maybe, we could do something fun. So it's not just enjoyable for me, it's enjoyable for you. And when I go to the next place, if I can come up with the funds for the next place, if you would like, every single time that I go on live, I will start it off with doing yoga. If you guys would enjoy that. So if I choose to go on and be silent, at least you can watch me doing something physical while I'm choosing to be silent for the time that I'm being silent. Because I don't always, when I come on here, I don't always want to just start talking right away. Sometimes I need time to like, I don't want to talk right away. I need time. And I like for my viewers to build up a little bit before I start talking, because then I go on, I start talking, and I start talking about things that I feel need to be talked about or things that I find important. And then all of a sudden, there's like a whole bunch of people that randomly pop up, and then I gotta repeat the whole thing over again, and then I'm spending God knows how many hours speaking in circles. You feel me? So that's the reason why when I come on live, most of the time, I don't say anything right away. Sometimes I don't feel like talking. I want to be present. I don't feel like talking. Deal with it. Respectfully. Deal with it. Second, if I do have the time that I'm just like, listen, self, I don't want to speak. I don't really want to do that. I can at least take the time to do yoga. So you guys can watch me do yoga if you want. So then you guys have something to watch and maybe be motivated by. Maybe something good could come out of that other than just you watching me sit there in silence. Doesn't bother me regardless. I'm cool with whatever. But I need to know what I need to do to guarantee that you guys say yes to helping me so I don't end up on the street in the next few days. Because I will die if I go out in the snow. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but I will die. Do you hear me? I will lose it. I will not survive. I thought I could survive. I'm going to be real. I can't fucking survive, okay? I can't do that. I can't live out in that. If I have to try, I will try to do it. Because I'm a survivor. I don't want to fucking do that, okay? I don't want to do that. So I'm literally sitting here on my knees begging you to fucking do a solid and just help me. The full 5 months that I was out on the street, I didn't ask you guys for anything. Now I'm not off the street for the time being, and I need help, okay? And I've asked you for help, and I consistently ask for help. So will you help me? Will you help me? Please! Take the job and shove it up your ass, okay? Stop mentioning a job to me. I've already told you, I do not have the proper documentation in order to get a job right now. Not just that, but I also do not have reliable transportation to get to a job right now or even keep a job right now. I have a 6-month program that I have to complete. I have to do what they require me to do, whatever the fuck that looks like. I need you guys to be gracious with me. Give me some grace. Give me some patience. Help me buy a little bit of time throughout the 6 months, and let me show you that I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. You guys don't believe me, then don't fucking believe me. But I've already said this. And I wasn't begging before. I wasn't begging. I put it out there and I was like, yo, if you want to help me, great. And I still do that. However, now I've reached the point where, like, I don't want to be outside for fuck's sakes, okay? How many times do I gotta say that? I don't want to be back outside. And to know that I'm in this position and to see me this fucking desperate where I'm literally sitting here begging you to help me, and you're just like, yeah, I don't want to. Go back out in the fucking street. You're a dick for that. That's so awful. Because I did nothing to you. I did nothing. I never did anything wrong. I asked for help. I'm in a hard spot. I'm leaving abusive people. I'm leaving abusive environments. I am being gang stalked. Endlessly being gang stalked. I don't want to live on the street. I don't want to be on the street. I don't have options right now. If I had any other option of being a strong, independent, self-sufficient woman who didn't have to sit on the internet and ask people to help fund me so I don't have to live on the street, do you think that I'd be sitting here having these conversations on a daily basis of literally begging you to help me? No, I wouldn't. Because never in my life have I asked anyone or expected anyone to show up for me. Never have I ever asked anybody for help. Never have I ever asked anyone to show up for me. Why? Because this is what happens. I ask for help, I get judged, I get shamed, I get torn apart, I get attacked, and nothing good comes from it. And instead of trying to understand and empathize with me and actually be willing to have some sort of positive impact, you want to tear me apart and rip me to fucking shreds and then tell me that it's my fault that I'm in pieces after you literally just shredded me. I don't have any other options. My hands are tied. I got nothing. And to give me the suggestion to go back to abusive people after I left abusive people, after I chose to leave abusive environments and abusive people and took the risk of living on the street with the sense of trying to find a sense of safety, and now I've been given a small, tiny glimpse of hope, and you want to take that. And that's disgusting behavior. I get it. There's some of you that don't want me on live. There are some of you that don't want to see me succeed. There's some of you that are dying to hear the day that I come on live or I post a video of being like, yeah, so I'm back out on the street. No. I don't want to give you that satisfaction. You know what? It's not even that simple. When I so desperately want to prove the people who are harassing me and stalking me and bullying me and belittling me and being super fucking nasty to me with the highest hopes that I'm going to be sabotaged and I'm going to end up living back on the street. I so desperately want to prove those motherfuckers wrong. Forgive me.
But I'm so sick and tired of being bullied. I'm so sick and tired of being kicked while I'm down. And I'm really sick and tired of begging people to help me for the bare minimum. And then people laughing in my fucking face because they think it's funny. You think it's funny until one day God puts you in the position that I'm in and you're going to lose your fucking mind. And then when you ask people for help or you turn to resources and you try to put your life back together after it falls apart, I'm going to think that it's funny when you have to struggle and go through the same bullshit that I went through. And it's not going to be funny for you, is it? You're not going to be laughing then. And like, even in the process of people choosing to say no, silently sit there and say no, I can respect it. But in the process, I'm like, yo, why are you saying no? Other than the obvious of like what's your realistic reason behind not wanting to help me knowing the things that you know? If you know anything at all. Like, you sit here and you want to tear me apart and tell me that I'm not, like, literally just completely demolish anything that I'm physically doing. Any of the work that I'm doing, anything that I'm doing with the complete effort of like actually not just proving it to you guys, but proving it to myself. And trying to hold out hope that everything is going to work out. While some of you are sitting here praying on my downfall, praying that my entire life goes back to shit and end up on the street with the high hopes that, what the fuck do you think is going to happen when I go outside? Like, you're, at this point, like, you're literally waiting for me to die. Like, you're begging for me to die, which is disgusting. You're a very, very sick individual. Visuals. But I've even sat here and I'm like, okay, so none of you are helping me. None of you guys are donating, okay? Some of you guys are helping in some ways, and that's great. But the people who could donate and could help are choosing not to do it. So I'm like, okay, you're not choosing to do it. I can respect that, but at the same time, what am I doing wrong? What did I do to you, or what made you think that you didn't want to do that? Or like, in order to like help you, like in order for you to feel that it's actually worth it to help me, because being a good person isn't good enough for you. You need something in return, right? Because it's transactional. So it's like, I need your help. I need your support in every single way possible. Every single level needs to be covered. There's a checklist. Every single one needs to be marked. In my head, it's not marked. So it's bothering me. And so I'm like, okay, like I show up consistently, not good enough. I post content consistently, not good enough. I start being vulnerable and opening up, not good enough. I decide to pull my energy back and decide to completely cut you guys off for a few days. Doesn't mean shit. Like nothing that I do fucking matters. And so I'm like, okay, I don't know what to fucking do anymore. So I need the fucking help. I very, very desperately need the help. You don't want to help me. Okay. Why don't you want to help me? And in order to make it feel worth it to help me, other than being a good person, what do I need to do on my end to make you feel that it's worth it? Because everything I'm doing it's never good enough. For people to actually see someone like me in the situation that I'm in, and instead of actually wanting to help and to help in the ways that I need help, you're just like, I quit. I fucking quit. Dude, I'm done, dude. Congratulations, you got your fucking reaction. Congratulations. I love that for you. Why don't I have friends? Because people are nasty. Why don't you trust people? Because people are nasty. Like, I want to be active on my social media. I want to have fun on my social media. Like, I genuinely want to enjoy it like I used to, and I can't do it because I'm constantly begging you guys to help me with what I need help with. And I'm constantly talking in circles about the exact same thing every single time that I come on here, and no one cares. Some of you care, so that's why I repeat it. Some people are new and they don't know what's going on. And then there's some people that have literally heard it every single time on repeat, and for some reason, nothing that I do is good enough. Nothing that I say is good enough. And it's driving me bonkers at this point. Like, I'm literally about to lose my fucking mind. Like, this was the last night that I was going to do this. And whatever happens after tonight, like, I'm dead ass accepting it. I'm not fucking kidding. If I don't receive the funds in like the next 2 days, I'm done. Like, I'm not coming on live anymore. I'm not posting anymore. I'm not going to update you guys anymore. Like, I'm literally like, I'm done, which, you know what? That's what you wanted. Congratulations. But like, I can't do what I do if I'm not able to do what I do. And I'm tired of being stressed. I'm tired of being exhausted. And I'm tired of begging. You want me to go get a job? Fan-fucking-tastic. I would love to go get a job. I can't do that right now. How would you like me to do that? Oh, let me just do everything that you asked me to do. Fuck myself with my 6-month program and make my life 10 times more challenging because you want me to cut corners and do things that you think are right. But because I know that these. Woo! I quit. I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm so done.